What's going on, Jeremy?
Nothing. This is turkey. Look. See? Just undercooked, disgusting turkey.
Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we're counting down our picks for the greatest TV moments that will live rent-free in our brains for eternity.
Oh, the priest is looking for you. Oh. Don't break his heart.
Number 20. The Weeping Angels. Doctor Who.
Don't look away and don't blink. Good luck.
Most villains in Doctor Who aren't that scary once you grow up, but the Weeping Angels are certainly an exception to this rule. They're statues that move when no one's looking, then sneak up on people and send them back in time.
You're not looking at the statue.
Neither are you.
They were introduced in the episode Blink, which instantly became a fan favorite. It seems like a simple setup for a villain, but it's incredibly effective. If you watched it while you were young, you probably spent weeks, maybe even months or years, scared of statues. Even for adults, the sight of angel statues can unsettle us.
Don't blink. Blink and you're dead.
Number 19. Mr. Darcy's lake scene. Pride and Prejudice.
Mr. Darcy?
Miss Bennet.
Among Austen fans, the 1995 BBC adaptation of her acclaimed novel is universally adored. It features Colin Firth as Mr. Darcy, who did such a brilliant job that he was cast as Darcy again in the Bridget Jones series. If forced to pick a favourite scene, many fans will understandably choose Darcy's lake scene. It's so celebrated, we're not even close to being the first place to call it an unforgettable TV moment.
Excuse me, your parents are in good health?
Yes. They are very well. Thank you, sir.
The moment has followed Firth around, with it being referenced in numerous later performances of his, like St. Trinian's and Love Actually.
And your parents are in good health? And all your sisters?
Yes. They're all in excellent health.
Number 18. Escape from Alabama. Top Gear.
Do you know, actually, I think, honestly, we've all done a good job here, but I do believe that the person most likely to be shot is indeed Hammond. I think what you've done there, James, is killed your friend.
Yeah.
The classic Top Gear trio doesn't hide how little respect they have for a lot of Americans. Well, excluding Hammond, who might be an American in disguise. The peak of this came in their US special, where they decided to see how quickly they could get thrown out of Alabama.
Are you all gay, looking to see how long it takes to get beat up in a hick town?
I'm not gay, I'm married. I've got 3 children.
Each one had to paint something that could get them shot on their vehicles, which worked a little too perfectly.
Rocks started pelting our vans.
At the first petrol station, the owner became so offended that their friends started hurling rocks at the crew. A chaotic chase out of Alabama followed, and once losing their pursuers, the controversial comments were removed, and they went straight to Mississippi.
Get the other side. There's something to do with. We've got nothing to wipe it off with now.
Number 17. Ireland's largest lingerie section. Father Ted.
Where exactly are we now?
Well, we're in the, we're in lingerie. We're in lingerie.
One of the most celebrated Channel 4 sitcoms was Father Ted, which ran for 3 seasons and had one Christmas special. The latter is comedy gold, beginning with Ted and Dougal getting lost in Ireland's largest lingerie section.
Right, this is the situation. We have 8 priests hanging around the lingerie section. If there's 1 or 2 of us, that'll be embarrassing. But 8? We're talking national scandal.
On top of this, they keep bumping into other Catholic priests, also allegedly lost.
We got a bit lost in the store, that's why we're here. We got a bit lost. I suppose that's why you're here as well.
Lost. Yeah.
That's right.
Yep, that's it.
That's it.
It then becomes akin to a Mission Impossible movie, with Ted having to bravely guide the priests out of the store.
I was messing about with one of these bras and a strap flew back and hit me in the eye.
He does so successfully, and then the rest of the episode covers Ted being awarded for his heroic deeds. The series was so popular at release that this special attracted more viewers than ever before for a Channel 4 comedy.
Go!
Number 16, Iguana vs. Snakes, Planet Earth 2. There are an abundance of reasons Sir David Attenborough is considered a national treasure, with his nature documentaries being celebrated across the globe. Many of its scenes are so mesmerizing that people think they're faked, but nature is truly just that incredible. One perfect example of this is the famous iguana chase scene, where this adorable lizard is pursued by bloodthirsty snakes. At multiple times, the iguana nearly loses, even being wrapped up in a snake's grip at one point. But after a jaw-dropping few minutes, they get away unharmed. The scene was so stunning that it won a BAFTA for must-see moments.
A near miraculous escape.
Number 15, Subo's Audition, Britain's Got Talent.
Okay, what's the dream?
I'm trying to be a professional singer.
And why hasn't it worked out so far, Susan?
I've never been given the chance before, but here's hoping it'll change.
One of Britain's best-selling vocalists ever is Susan Boyle, with her 2009 album selling over 10 million copies globally. Originally from relatively rural West Lothian, she decided to try for Britain's Got Talent. At first, the judges and audience don't seem to take her seriously or have high expectations. As soon as she begins singing, you can see everyone in the room suddenly taken aback, in awe at the talent she possesses.
I dreamed a dream in time gone by.
You didn't expect that, did you? Did you? No.
Despite her immense success, she's remained relatively humble, still living in her cozy home in Scotland despite being a globally recognized star with millions.
Without a doubt, that was the biggest surprise I have had in 3 years on this show.
Number 14, Guy Goma, BBC News.
So what does this all mean for the industry and the growth of music online? Well, Guy Cuny is the editor of the technology website News Wireless. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning.
To a lot of us, one of our worst nightmares is going to a job interview, then ending up on live national television. This sounds pretty far-fetched, but the BBC did exactly this to Guy Goma in 2006. Goma was mistaken for Guy Cuny, then he was brought on to BBC News and asked about the Apple Core v Apple Computer issue.
Were you surprised by this verdict today?
I'm very surprised to see this verdict to come on me, because I was not expecting that.
Despite not being his field, he tried his hardest to give honest responses to prevent embarrassment.
So it's a big surprise anyway.
A big surprise.
Exactly.
Yes, yeah.
Eventually, he was given the job interview, but sadly wasn't hired, much to his newfound fans' dismay.
Exactly. You can go everywhere on the cyber cafe and you can check. You can go easy. It's gonna be very easy way for everyone to get something to the internet.
Number 13, massive irretrievable data loss. The thick of it.
Little pigs. Little pigs. Let me come in. Don't worry about the hair on your chinny chin chin.
Few political satires feel as real as Armando Iannucci's The Thick of It. It's loaded with unforgettable moments, many featuring Malcolm Tucker. Our personal favourite is when Nicola Murray explains to Tucker that months of data has gone missing.
Malcolm, do you know?
Obviously he knows.
No, he doesn't. There has been a massive irretrievable data loss.
Tucker seems to be simultaneously amused and stunned by the news, not hesitating one moment to rip into everyone involved.
Can I just say that getting angry actually isn't going to help anything. I've done anger, I'm currently at grief, I'm working my way towards bargaining, whatever, you know, you're behind me.
So, what is your great strategy for dealing with this?
It's probably the happiest we've ever seen Malcolm when the scene begins. Then he quickly turns back into his usual savage self, turning it into one of many Malcolm Tucker scenes we can't help constantly quoting.
What about Sue Barker's little sister here? What's she got to say? You got something to say to add to the conversation?
No, just that there was no lemon singer, so, it's just coffee.
Number 12. Bus stop scene. Fleabag.
They always lie, it'll magically come in a minute.
One of the most simultaneously hilarious and poignant sitcoms of recent years was Fleabag. Its 12-episode run became internationally acclaimed, turning creator Phoebe Waller-Bridge into a mainstream celebrity. One of its greatest moments is its final scene at the bus stop, where we see Fleabag finally get some closure.
It's God, isn't it?
Throughout the whole series, she's constantly breaking the fourth wall and talking to us directly. It's clearly a coping mechanism for her, but in this closing scene, she finally gives it up.
Amen. It wasn't very hard.
We also get some heartwarming closure between her and the priest she's been crushing on, who interestingly becomes the only person to notice her fourth wall breaking.
I love you. And then I don't. No, let's just leave that out there just for a second on its own.
Number 11. Mummy. Peep Show.
We'll have to bury it. Get the spade.
What spade?
You didn't bring a spade?
Do you think I'm some kind of freelance dog-murdering mafia man?
The fourth series of Peep Show covers the beyond cringeworthy lead-up to Mark's wedding with Sophie, which he is terrified of happening. In the penultimate episode, Jez organizes a stag weekend on a canal boat. They begin trying to chat up a pair of women they meet at a pub, which eventually spirals into Jez accidentally running over their dog, Mummy.
Oh yeah, this is cool. Just don't think about the dead dog. If I don't think about it, there's always a chance it didn't happen.
Then failing to burn it, then eating it in front of them.
Jeremy, there are many things I would do to help you. But digging a hole in the wintry earth with my bare hands so that you can bury the corpse of a dog you killed is not one of them.
It's one of the most painfully memorable scenes in the whole series.
They ate Mummy! They burned Mummy and killed her and ate her!
There are so many ways it could have been avoided, like Jeremy simply deciding not to bring the dead dog in a bag with him, but that wouldn't have made for as hilarious an episode.
Did you actually have to eat it?
I don't know. I keep wondering that. But you know, in the moment, it really did feel like I needed to eat it.
Number 10. Louis Raps. Louis Theroux's Weird Weekends.
I gotta hate this money. It's all on me. We gotta get this cheese.
Louis,
it's all we need.
Louis.
I gotta make this money.
Louis, you're supposed to let me do my part first.
Oh, sorry.
The popular documentarian is famous for getting stuck into just about anything, including rap during a Weird Weekends episode that saw him travel to the US.
I gotta make this money. It's all on me. We gotta get this cheese. It's all we need.
He was invited to write his own rap and then perform it on a radio show for a rap battle, and it was a mess from start to finish. If his opponent being way better wasn't bad enough, he started his rap before the host had introduced him properly and needed to be cut off.
My money doesn't jiggle jiggle, it folds. I wanna see you wiggle wiggle, for sure. It makes me wanna dribble dribble, you know.
He later talked about the infamous rap and how he thought the opening was so bad he'd blocked it out of his memory. Lucky for him. Number 9. What's Brexit? Love Island. In 2016, the UK voted in favour of leaving the European Union, and the aftermath of the vote left the country polarised to say the least.
So does that mean we won't have any trees?
Cheese?
Tree?
But some people have been living their lives in blissful ignorance of the situation, and they just so happen to be in the Love Island villa. Hayley Hughes made headlines for not understanding what Brexit or the EU was, nor how leaving the EU might affect her ability to go on holiday.
Doesn't it mean it would be harder to go to Spain and stuff? So it'd be harder to go on holidays? Yeah, I think so.
It was an iconic moment that was memed into oblivion, and after her turn in the villa was over, Hayley was even invited onto the Daily Politics to finally get some answers about what Brexit is. Number 8. Alison's interview this morning.
Are you a fan of the original?
Never seen it.
While promoting the release of Blade Runner 2049, Ryan Gosling and Harrison Ford took time out of their serious press interviews to talk to Alison Hammond for This Morning. Chaos quickly ensued when Alison said she'd never even seen the original Blade Runner, but it didn't matter much because they barely talked about the film.
They said, would you be interested? I said,
how much?
Show me the money.
They instead poured themselves a glass of whiskey miniatures shared between Alison and Gosling, and she asked him about his knitting and whether Harrison Ford can sing.
You want to do a young Hercules?
You can't dance. Can't sing.
Really?
She later said she didn't even think ITV would air the interview because it was such a mess. Number 7. Sharon meets Dorr. The X Factor. During the audition stage, you can't count the number of contestants who give embarrassing performances.
An apprentice jockey.
A disc jockey?
No, a racing jockey.
What's the funny bit?
Dawn was one such singer from the moment she told them she was an ex-jockey. Louis and Sharon lost it laughing. It only got more unfortunate when Dawn seemed incapable of raising her voice.
Broken hearts and losing at this game before.
Simon kicked them both out for this embarrassing display. They were so distracted that Sharon ended up walking straight into a door and nearly fell over, which only made the laughing fit worse.
Shut up!
Shut up!
In the end, Danny Minogue was kicked out as well, leaving Simon the only judge to break the bad news to poor Dawn. Number 6. You won, Jane. Come dine with me.
In 4th place is me.
The best episodes of Come Dine With Me are the ones where the contestants just don't get on. Even better if the audience hates them as well.
You won, Jane.
In 2016, history was made when obnoxious salesman Peter Marsh found out he'd come dead last after his night, which he thought was easily the best night of the lot. He went on to accuse the winner, Jane, of completely sabotaging his evening in order to take the cash prize for herself, and delivered some of the most legendary insults of all time.
Because you have all the grace of a reversing dump truck without any tyres on.
Still, his outburst did earn him national notoriety. Maybe that's better than a grand in cash.
So Jane, take your money and get off my property.
Number 5. The Sausage Roll. Good Morning Britain. When Greggs launched their new vegan sausage roll, outspoken critic of all things vegan, Piers Morgan, was made to try it live on GMB.
I mean, they stink, right?
No,
for one,
they're delicious.
Right?
They're delicious, actually.
The sausage rolls were brought out, and after taking a bite, he made quite a show of spitting it out and then retching into a bin. Piers' big issue with them is that they're called sausages, and he doesn't think Greggs should be able to call them a sausage roll if they don't actually contain meat.
The vegetarian sausage is nicely flavoured.
He rails against many other vegan alternatives as well, saying that the vegan sausage roll is gastronomic appropriation. But even if he didn't like it, there was still no need to throw up.
This is complete gastronomic appropriation.
Number 4. The Drunk Interview. Friday Night with Jonathan Ross.
Sainsbury's, if you don't mind, don't lower the tone of the show.
There you go, it's a class act.
I have no idea what he just said. I don't know.
Well, you know, you work with Scooby-Doo and you can't understand Ricky Thomas on that.
After waiting backstage to come on for his interview for a good few hours, by the time he finally came out, Matthew Lillard was completely plastered. He was on mostly to promote a play he was doing in the UK at the time, but of course, a large chunk of the interview was focused on Scooby-Doo.
No, but you say your name and people are like, Jonathan Ross. Woo!
Well, that's really kind of you to say that.
No, I'm not saying that. That's real.
Oh, you're not saying that?
I have no idea who you are.
Well, thank you.
However, Lillard was quick to criticise the clip they showed of Scooby-Doo 2 because it didn't feature him enough. He joked about fighting Jonathan Ross at one point and gave his take on the fox hunting debate before running out of material for his interview slot.
Here we are.
Read between the lines.
All right, let's go.
Number 3. The Raft. Top Gear.
James, wait, James!
What? Doesn't make
Stay
a
at the
difference.
back, please stay at the back.
The Top Gear specials are all the stuff of legend, full of iconic moments. But one that stands out is when the boys needed to build a makeshift raft to transport all 3 of their cars across a river. Clarkson goes first and gets across with no problems, miraculously. But Hammond isn't so lucky.
You've got heaviers. You've got
That was tied on!
No, I took the rope off. We needed the rope.
The chair he's attached to the roof is knocked straight off because they needed all the rope they could get, including those ones. May goes last after Clarkson has the idea to pull the raft across with the beamer instead of by hand. Remarkably, they get all 3 cars across. Then, when a 4th car attempts to cross, it immediately sinks.
Oh my God!
The journey
gentlemen,
because there's...
It's completely
sunk.
gone!
Number 2, Paul Burrell's Bush Tucker Trials. I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. Though it's satisfying to watch someone power through a trial and get as many stars possible, it's even better when they can't stand the challenges at all. This was the case when Paul Burrell was made to put his hand in enclosures full of creepy crawlies without being able to see what he was touching.
Don't bite me, whatever you are, don't bite me.
Though none of the animals used in the Bush Tucker trials are actually dangerous, Burrell still lost his nerve, whimpering as he was forced to touch insects, spiders, and a snake. It was more than the former royal butler could cope with, and made for hilarious viewing.
It's a snake! It's a snake! It's a snake! It's a snake!
If you love games, be sure to check out WatchMojo's new game, Terrible Influence. Just launched for purchase at terribleinfluence.com. Terrible Influence is a satirical board game about the dark side of fame from the writer of The Most Popular Girls in School and us, WatchMojo.
Boom. I can make an apology video.
Oh, you so would.
Click on the link in the description to check out the game and be the first to play Terrible Influence.
Number 1, Batman and Robin. Only Fools and Horses.
Look, just shut up and try to think of a way out of this.
There's a fancy dress party with a cash prize for the best costumes, so Del Boy gets the bright idea that he and Rodney should go dressed as Batman and Robin.
What's happening?
I have the faintest idea.
En route to the party, they thwart a gang of muggers attacking a member of the local council. The moment where we see them running out of the mist has gone down in history as the show's most iconic scene, even more than Del Boy falling through the bar.
Ow! Let's go!
It was even recreated as part of the closing ceremony for the 2012 London Olympics, Reliant Regal and all, making it an unbeatable part of British pop culture. What TV moment do you come back to the most? And did it make it onto our list today? Let us know in those comments below.